Again, we were deciding to just record everything we had ever written like we were going to die tomorrow, so I threw this one on the pile. It's called The Weakest Man. It's a shame for you to do me the way you did, babe, making me put you down before I was through.
One of the first songs, or one of the early songs we were doing in the first sessions, we did kind of background gang vocals for it, and it was so much fun. Pretty much everyone in there, even Brad, who doesn't always sing, doesn't sing live or anything, but he was singing too, and I don't remember who coined the term, but it was called the bottom feeders.
We wanted these backup vocals, the like Jordanaire style backup vocals for it, like those old Elvis records or old country records from the late 50s and early 60s, when they'd have the vocal group doing the four-part harmony, ums and ahs. And
when we go in to do, we'd all go in together around the mic, and at some point somebody named the backup group. When we go in to do backup vocals, we're the bottom feeders.
It's been fun. Can't wait for the tour, the Bottom Feeders tour.
Can I hear an ooh or an ah?
And then I do believe later on it was ah, and we nailed it.
That usually happens last thing, late in the night, and it's whoever's there just goes in the room and sings. And, it's our vocal group, and I'm supposed to say catfish too. So catfish.
And we've got Cooley swimming at the very bottom, singing. He's the biggest catfish in the pond, singing bass.
He is the lowest of the bottom feeders. He is the scum sucker at the bottom of the pond.
Who is that?
Cooley. He gets down there. He's got the great bass. I think he grew up in a Baptist church, so he knows how to get down there. He gets down for the Lord.
Like I said, Cooley's the one swimming below us all. He's the bottom feeder.
I've heard you described as the lowest of the bottom feeders.
Nothing but the bottom for me.
The biggest catfish in the rivers.
Biggest, fattest, lowest, scum-suckingest bottom feeder, yeah. And the muddiest water.
Just mercy buckets for merci beaucoup. I'd never heard that expression, so it was kind of neat. It's like, oh, I get it.
Mercy buckets, that's my redneck French, but it's actually an expression I used to hear my sister say, and wrote a song called Mercy Buckets a number of years ago, and kind of had been sitting on it a long time. There was some things about the lyrics that didn't work for me, and it just never really fit any of the records we were making. But after recording the Eddie Hinton songs, that song seemed to really fit really well on the same record with the Eddie Hinton songs that we recorded. So I dusted it off and wrote some new lyrics for it, and then we went in and recorded it last December, and really got one of my favorite takes on the record. And it's how we're ending. It's kind of the crescendo we're ending the record with.
This is a Weisenborn copy made by Gold Tone, and I played it on Mercy Buckets. When we first started working on the song, I was kind of playing it acoustically, and I thought the song was going to be more mellow, I guess. And then Cooley came in and added a really smoking, distorted lead part.
most of his guitar solos are the first take, and he's just letting it all out, and it's pretty awesome. And he kind of makes it out like he wants to only play it once because he's gonna have to play the solo for the rest of his life live and stuff like that. But he's actually more into kind of the studio than he lets on. Into the guitar solo.
Heck yeah, I'm good to go. That's great.
All right, we found that low thing. That whole thing.
Yeah.
Something that how the crowd's gonna fix.
Oh, yeah.
I figured that. Cool. Let's play up here. Okay.